What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the 12 rebuilds of Christmas. Here, I am C4, and what you're going to be getting over the next 12 days from today, Thursday, the whatever, to Christmas Day, the 25th, is 12 different rebuilds on the channel. You're going to be, you know, from today's rebuild roulette, realistic rebuilds. You're going to have retro rebuilds. You're going to have some new rebuild series you've never seen, and the return of one of the most requested rebuilds that I've ever done. I'm not going to spoil it. You're going to have to tune in every single day. So, we're starting off today with a rebuild roulette of the Jets. Basically, I'm going to try to do rebuild roulettes throughout the whole year to keep up with, you know, some of the teams that we're doing in the realistic rebuilds. So, I ideally want to do the teams maybe we lost in the realistic rebuild. So now we're taking the Jets, my most popular rebuild so far this year in Madden 18, and we're going to give them the roulette approach. If you don't know what's going on, essentially, here is this little wheel that all has different wedges, varying wedges. Spin the wheel, rebuilds, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Each one of these little wedges will predetermine kind of how we have to go about the rebuild. Some of these things are really, really cool and interesting and will help us out, and other of them are near death sentences. We did the Browns, and we had all those draft picks when you take over the Cleveland Browns, but we had a draft lock to, I think it was like the Mack or something like that, so we were extremely limited into the players that we could draft, and ultimately we failed. So with the Jets, we need a lot of help. We definitely need a lot more good than bad. So what I'm going to be doing today is 4 spins, because C4, 4 spins. It seems to make sense. So without further ado, let me get my pen here, just so I can jot down what we actually pull. First spin, boom, something good, something good. It's the Jets. Oh, I don't even know. Oh, no draft allowed. So that essentially means that this is going to turn into your atypical speed rebuild or just general rebuild on YouTube. We're going to be trading all of our draft picks, try to cheese some people out and teams for certain players. I have never really done them before. I don't know the cheesy techniques, so we'll see how well that actually pans out for us. But yeah, we're already starting off on a negative. That's phenomenal. Going to spin number 2. Something good, something good, something good. There we go. Flashback Free-Agent. That is a newer token wedge. I don't know. We'll call it wedges. I don't know. Essentially, what that means is I can get one player on the Jets that has gone off and left via free agency, and their overall is based off of their best MUT card ever. So that is a positive. We will definitely take that. I don't know off the top of my head. Brandon Marshall. I honestly can't think of anyone else. But all right, but it's still a positive. I'll take any positives that we can get for this Jets team. Spin number 3 of 4. Rival trade. So that means we are going to have to take one of our players. I don't think I actually have. Oh, I do actually. For the rival trade, we are going to this one. Position. So what position we're going to trade? We have to trade our best player, and to make it somewhat helpful, we will trade. Let's get the position down. So the rival trade is going to be for our right tackle. So basically, we need to trade our highest overall right tackle. This is where it comes into a double-edged sword, because I don't know who the right tackle is for the Jets right now. Brandon Shell, maybe. We get the best right tackle, or the highest overall right tackle on a divisional opponent. So it's kind of a double-edged sword depending on what team we play with. Like, for example, if we were the Eagles, we'd have to trade our right tackle, and I don't know if there's, like, Zane Johnson's a 90, right? So that means if we had to trade with, you would assume maybe Morgan Moses on the Redskins. He's an 84, so it's a downgrade there. But now that we're doing the Jets, this actually is a potential upgrade. So thinking about divisional opponents, I know Juan James on the Dolphins is pretty highly rated. Marcus Cannon on the Patriots. So that is a good little pick for us. And the final spin of the wheel. Come on. Golden ticket lottery pick. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Golden ticket, which means we get one player, 94 overall or below, of whatever team we roll here. So we get a golden ticket, 94 or less, from, oh, come on. Someone good, 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 someone good. No, my God, not the Niners. Oh, God, could not get any crappier team. I don't like 94. The best player on the Niners is what? Buckner. He's a D tackle. That's like the one strength. Oh my, what a I can't think of another worse team. Browns. Even the Browns, you get Myles Garrett. The Niners. Oh, We'll make it work. We will make it work. Those are the spins. Let's jump in. What's going on? We are back, so I'm going to show you the roster just before we actually pop in the franchise because we do know players' overalls tend to fluctuate, so let's get a good base. So one of our spins was we had to do a rival trade where we had to trade our starting right tackle for the best right tackle in the division. Again, trust me, there's a downside to it. It sounds like, oh, that's a positive one. There is going to be cases where it's a downside, but luckily, the Jets, we traded 70 overall Brandon Shell to the Patriots and flipped it for 84 overall Marcus Cannon. Now, these are 3-year rebuilds. Marcus Cannon's 29. I know he's going to regress a lot, but for the sake of Madden, Juwan James was 80 overall, and he was 25, but he was injured, and I didn't really want to mess around with, obviously having to, overlap the Madden player management tool because you can't trade for injured players. So I just said, screw it, we'll go with Marcus Cannon. Thank you very much. So then we also had a golden ticket item, which means for whatever team we spin, we could take a player 94 overall or less. Of course, we got the 49ers, which is like one of the worst rosters in the game, but still tremendous value. We're able to get DeForest Buckner, who's 88 overall, 23. Just like that, we have a franchise player on the defensive front. I plan on switching this team to a 4-3, so we're going to move Muhammad Wilkerson in. We'll hopefully keep Leonard Williams out at defensive end and see how well that pays out for us, because Corner Ely is more suited to a 4-3. Last but not least, we had Flashback Free-Agent, which means we could take any free agent from the past that's currently in the NFL from the Jets and get their card from Madden, their highest overall Madden Ultimate card. I was so tempted to go with Darrelle Revis because he's a Jet legend, because you need to get it done. I saw there was a Demario Davis. That was a 99 back in Madden, I believe 16. But I knew this guy had to have a good card. So from Madden 15, we got Geno Smith, 93 overall. They gave him a Monday Night Heroes card. Yeah, I don't know what he did to get this card. Maybe one decent game. But a 93 overall, he's 26. So we have our franchise quarterback here right away. I was going to cheese it up. When in doubt, I'm going to go QB. I mean, maybe if it gets a little stale because we continually go with quarterbacks, I will opt out because I think we used RG3 on the Browns last one. But I mean, I want to try to win in these rebuilds. It's all about entertaining, but also trying to win. So that is why we went with Geno Smith here. Last but not least, you need to remind yourselves we have no drafting. So I'm going to be trying to abuse the literal, I don't want to swear it, but the living, you know what, out of the Madden trade system by flipping all of our draft picks for players. I know a couple guys I'm going to target right away. Let's do it. Let's jump into it. Ooh, got him. And got him. Got him. Oh, got him. Oh. Yeah, I'll take that one as well. 85. Quick divisional new left tackle. Just trying to fill out the roster here. I mean, first rounder, 83. Yeah, maybe could have cheesed it harder. I'll take it. Alright, so that's enough for the trading. We only have picks for next year's draft class, which aren't worth a whole lot now, so we will look at that for our final push, because it's only 3 years. But here is our roster. Looking pretty solid now. We got Geno Smith, 95. Tevin Coleman, 86. We have Powell here. I tried to flip for something, but none of the running back needy teams was going to kind of bite on him. We have Robbie Anderson, 85. Curse, 85. Wide receivers are looking decent. Offensive line, we were able to bring in Tunsil to start at left tackle, which gave us the opportunity to move Kelvin Beachum into left guard, where he's in 81. We got center is a weakness. Couldn't find a center that was worth trading for. I tried to get Justin Britt from the Seahawks. They weren't biting. We got Zach Martin Cheese. Nice, 98 overall. We got Marcus Cannon as part of the rival trade. Sven Jenkins is at 86. That's pretty crazy. Look at the defense. Marcus May and Jamal Adams, both these guys I know will develop into the 80s. Hopefully there's enough time in this rebuild. We got Nick Kwiatkowski to be a linebacker, but we're switching. I got this more so because I think Demario Davis will fade out hard, and Kwiatkowski can get some snaps. We have Devondre Campbell at 83. That was a good trade. We got Trevor Williams from the Chargers, I believe, 85 overall. Yes, sirree, Bob. We got Jalen Mills, who actually I will start over Mo Claiborne. I've seen Mills get to like 83, 84. And we are switching our front, so Wilkerson and Buckner will be our D tackles, with Williams and Ely being our defensive ends, just to kind of disperse the talent around. This is a pretty good team, and you got to remind yourselves, I did some trimming of the fat because we're going to have to go big in free agency because we have no draft. That being said, let's pop all the way to the end of year number 1 and see where we're at. And here we are at the end of year number 1 and did not make the playoffs, which was kind of surprising. At the midseason point, we were 5-2, and we went on to finish with an 8-8 record, which is a little frustrating to see. But I mean, that is probably better than what the Jets would be in real life. As far as passing, 3,800 passing yards, 25 TDs, 15 picks for Geno Smith running the ball. Tevin Coleman, 1,100 yards, 13 touchdowns, 10 TDs for Bilal Powell. Has a good two-headed running attack. Receiving, we got 70 for 745 and 4 for Kurz, 853 and 4 for Robbie Anderson, 634 and 3 from Safarian Jenkins, almost 1,009 from Anunwa. So he did work out of the slot, which might be where we kind of hold on to him at. Cleveland, the defense, 124 tackles for Demario Davis, 117 for Devondre Campbell. We got 12 sacks from Leonard Williams, 8 from Ely, 7 from Buckner, and 4 from Muhammad Wilkerson. We also had 17 tackles for loss, now moved into the defensive tackle position. And we got 5 picks from Jamal Adams, 4 for Trevor Williams, 3 for Campbell, 2, 2, 2, and 1. So we got 1, 2, 3 guys that we traded for. Had a bunch of big-time plays for us in the secondary. Well, we got to do something. We got to land some free agents here because we have no draft picks whatsoever to improve upon this 8-8 record. I assume once we spend a little bit of XP, the defense especially will get a big boost. But outside of that, I think we need to get at least 1 or 2 key free agents. Maybe look at this team, premier wide receiver. I mean, Kurz and Anderson. I think we need someone else there, perhaps. And then when you look at defense weaknesses, you know, corner, bring in another corner, maybe a special linebacker. I don't know. This team is pretty well-rounded, but we'll see what we can get. All right, so we literally got no one in free agency. Quincy Enunwa turned down our deal. We weren't going to franchise tag him, so we actually lost a wide receiver, which kind of sucks. But Robbie Anderson's an 85, Kurz is an 85, Coleman's up to an 88. Our offensive line is, you know, still a little bit in limbo. Zach Martin's a 99, but the rest of it, I mean, outside of Tunsil, not a whole lot there for the future. I mean, we should be able to hold on to Marcus Cannon, who should stay in the 80s for the next 2 years of this rebuild, but we still need to work on that center and right guard, or left guard spot, sorry. And on defense, we're getting better. We're getting better. Trevor Williams up to an 89 overall, which is insane. I mean, I never really even heard of this guy until this year. Buckner, a 91. Wilkerson, 89. D-line is scary. Marcus Mays up to an 81. Jamal Adams, 85. So our safety pairing is looking good. We lost Demario Davis in free agency because that's why we traded for Nick Witkowski, who will start. I've seen him get up to like 84, 85 after 1 season or so. So, I mean, I'm not worried, but our team's not drastically different for us to change that 8-8 from a year before. Well, we all know year 2 free agency, that's where you can spend some cash, and we have almost $90 million of cap space. So we will be spending, but we, you know, maybe something happens. Maybe we can get a little bit of a fairy tale season here in year 2 and make a serious playoff push. I don't know. Anytime you got a 96 QB, you never know. You always get a chance. And there we go, baby. Into the playoffs. 11-4-1 are your Jets. And we didn't even get to trade our first-round pick for this year. We're going to have to flip that at the draft time. I couldn't find one guy on the trade block that was worth flipping it for. So we'll look for future assets. But let's look and see how this team did. First in the AFC East, which is a beautiful thing to see. Looking at our boy Geno Smith, 4,600. We'll round it up to 4,700 passing yards, 32 TDs, 11 picks. Great year from him. Running the ball, 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns from Tevin Coleman, 9 TDs chipped in from Bilal Powell. As receiving is concerned, 95 catches, 1,100 yards, and 7 TDs for Jermaine Kearse. 1,107 for Ardarius Stewart from Bama. Ooh, diamond in the rough here a little bit. Robbie Anderson, 1,004. Safarian Jenkins, 650 and 8. And on the defense side of the ball, we got 134 tackles from Kwiatkowski, 111 from Devondre Campbell. We got 17 sacks from Coney Ely, 16.5 from Leonard Williams, 9.5 for Muhammad Wilkerson, 5 from Mr. Buckner, as well as 5 picks Trevor Williams, 4 for Jalen Mills, 3 for Campbell, 3 for Jamal Adams. So all our, man, playmakers, defense, and a great quarterback. Let's see if we actually had a shot at any of these awards. Brady got the MVP. Geno Smith coming in at number 7. In the AFC, Tom Brady got Offensive Player of the Year. Geno at number 5. Defensive Player of the Year went to Calais Campbell. We have Leonard Williams coming in at 5. Coney Ely at 8. Okay. We got playoff ball for the Jets. Because it's only year 2 and not the final year, we will just be playing the moments and seeing how long this push can go. So without further ado, let's jump into this matchup against the 11-5 Texans in the AFC wildcard. All right, let's go. Geno Smith, get the job done against the Texans in the battle of athletic QBs, Deshaun Watson going up against Geno. Man, Geno Smith actually was a monster at West Virginia. I remember that's like one of my biggest drafts wrongs. I had Philly taking Geno Smith in a draft once upon a time. Kind of regret having that. But Geno Smith at West Virginia with Tavon Austin, Stedman Bailey. They were a terrifying team as we're stalling here on offense a little bit. 14-10 ball game at the half. But we're moving it. Let's get that touchdown. 17-14 for your Jets for the good guys. We tie them up. And we get an instant TD. 24-17 for the Jets. Is this playoff run going to be something special? Or are we going to lose in crushing defeat? Oh, come on, baby. There we go. 24-17. The Jets are moving to the AFC Divisional Round as Geno Smith 206 yards and a touchdown. Tevin Coleman 32 touches for 132 yards as Geno Smith outduels Deshaun Watson for his first playoff win. And the train keeps a-rolling, baby. And of course, in the divisional round, we catch the Pittsburgh Steelers, who Le'Veon Bell just runs the ball 40 times in the sim, and you can't stop him. But hopefully, we can get similar production from Tevin Coleman. 7-7 ball game here in the first quarter. 10-7, bend but don't break. But now we had a punt, and usually when you play the Steelers, first team to punt does lose for some reason. Oh, it's not looking good. Not looking good, fellas. Come on, Geno. Get that job done. Toughen that chin up. Down 3. We're not getting blown out the water, but it's looking like the separation is becoming massive. So we settle for a field goal. Oh, come on, baby. Tie this up. There we go. Tied ball game. And we're, oh my God, our defense is stepping up. We might be able to do the unthinkable and beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. We just jinxed it. Did I jinx it? Oh, don't tell me that. Oh, I jinxed it. Oh! Oh, it's the TD. Whatever just happened there. It's, oh my God, it got the job done. The Steelers and the Chargers are the two teams, like, for some reason can never beat. And we got that late instant touchdown. I don't even know what did that. Geno 302 or 308 yards, 2 TDs. Tevin Coleman had 113 yards. What happened here? What was this score? In the fourth quarter, 75-yard touchdown. Jermaine Kearse to win it with 21 seconds left. And the Jets are going to the AFC Championship ball game. I swear to God, if we're playing the... Who are we playing? Oh, it's going to be between the Broncos and the Jags. Okay, that's not too bad. Hopefully it's the Broncos because the Jags are like a fringe, just impossible team to beat in the sim in this game because, you know, Blake Bortles the god. All right, so standing between us and a Super Bowl is the Denver Broncos. You got to make this. Anytime you don't have to play the Jags or the Chargers in the AFC, you got to make the most of your opportunities. What is going on? When is this Denver Broncos team scoring points like that? 14-7, there's the turnover. 14-14, quick tie. Another turnover in the red zone. 21-14. What is Trevor Siemian doing? Oh my God, this Geno Smith, lethal accuracy. The Denver Broncos, is Von Miller playing? Is Chris Harris playing? Keep Delipe? 35 points in the 42 points. Oh my God. This offense, 35 points in the first half by Geno Smith and company. A little closer here, a little bit. But are we gonna drop a 50 bomb? This is looking like a Texas Tech Baylor game here. Oh, get that 50 bomb. 52-42. My God, that was a shootout. Not great showing from either defense. But just like that, the Jets are going to the Super Bowl. Geno Smith, 318 yards, 5 touchdowns. As the creative QB for the Broncos couldn't get the job done. 135 from Tevin Coleman. Geno. Oh, Geno. Let's get this done in the Super Bowl, baby. Playing the winner of the Rams and Vikings. Neither one of those teams is too crazy in the sim. I like our chances. Here we go, baby. Super Bowl time against the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, my goodness. Come on. I don't think we've won the Super Bowl yet in one of these rebuilds. 7-0 jump. Tough. Oh, the safety. What? I mean, it's a tough defense to go up against, but I feel like our defense matches up pretty well against the Vikings offense. Just got to get some stops on the outside. What is this game? Look at this. Are we playing CFL rules? Look at the scoring here. All right, a 12-10 ball game. First team to get a touchdown is going to win, I guess. Oh, come on, get that. 17-18. Oh, we got for 2. And we got it. Oh, my God. There's just turnover after turnover. Finish the game. Geno, finish this game. You do not let them get the touchdown. You do not let them get this touchdown. You do not let them get the... Hey! There we go. And our third Rebuild Roulette, aka Spin the Rebuild, aka there's no name. We finally win one with the Jets. We burned one with the Broncos. We burned it with the Browns. But the Jets, a team that, did we win Super Bowl with the Jets? I'm actually gonna, while we're doing this live, because obviously you want to see the little celly right there. Did we win the, I know I did the Jets for the, was my big rebuild there. I don't know if I won the Super Bowl. I lost the Super Bowl with the Jets. We didn't even make any playoff appearances when we did the realistic rebuild for the Jets. So now we're making amends with this 96 overall Geno Smith and company, as we're able to dump the Minnesota Vikings in the year 2 Super Bowl. This Trevor Williams guy is like a 93. Traded him. He was 85 base on the Chargers. He's a stud. Studley the Dragon. Let's go. Thielen Adams over there. That's an inside joke that only my 3 or 4 friends that know my YouTube will probably watch that and get it. But there you go. The Jets win the Super Bowl. We're going to make sure we look at this trophy celebration so Jet fans, you get hype. Look at Geno up there. Who would have thought? You know, who would have thought? So thank you guys for tuning in to the first rebuild of the 12 rebuilds of Xmas. As always, hope you guys can stay along for the next 11 days coming. If you guys like this series, you know, feel free to share it. Help me try to grow during this Christmas period. If it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.